Hey everybody, we're back. We're gonna do a review. We saw the new Ghostbusters. Yeah, this review, I'm gonna have to eat a lot of crow. We just went to Target and tried to buy a Ghostbusters toys. They only had the one. Yeah, this is the non-spoiler video for the Ghostbusters Answer the Call. I think that's what it's called. That's what it said actually on the title card. But this is the non-spoiler review. We're not going to spoil anything. This is just our basic thoughts, pretty much straight out of the theater after a brief stop for toy shopping. Yeah, there's a link in the description or something's popping up. If you want to see the spoiler review, you can do that now. Get used to that expression. She's going to have that through this entire video. But yeah, so ready? Okay, no spoilers. You're fine. So obviously, here's the thing, guys. If you've seen my reviews, my trailer reactions, all that stuff, I was not looking forward to this. Everything made it look worse and worse and worse, and I thought they just really were going to disrespect this, and they didn't get it, and they put it in the wrong hands and had the wrong people behind it, and just everything about it sounded like it was just going to be really middle of the road at best and massive train wreck at worst. The crazy thing is, and this is why, I had some people say, like, well, then why are you going to go see it? Why would you spend your money on that garbage, and they'll just make more of it, and blah, 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 blah. Well, I want them to make more of it because it was actually fucking awesome. Actually awesome. Not just like it was good, and not just my expectations were low, because I started kind of actually getting excited for it going in. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be cool. We'll get some Ghostbusters on the screen again. It won't be
He's coming like, I need to ratchet my expectations down. I'm getting too excited. You actually said that like before the movie started.
I did, yeah. And granted, I had a drink at dinner and I had a drink in the theater because I thought, well, at least that'll help me enjoy it to some degree. I don't know that I needed it, because wow.
No, you didn't.
I mean, it made me enjoy it that much more because, I'm a little bit looser or whatever, but still. Wow, okay, look, I cried. I had tears of joy and nostalgia happening. Nothing in the movie is cry-worthy other than, just the nerding out of, oh my god, this is happening and it's fucking amazing. I really just had a great time. For me, there was a few places of laughing out loud really hard. Most of it's chuckles, but I mean, I had that Ghostbusters feeling. Like, the opening scene was actually kind of creepy, and I could picture, like, kids watching that and it actually being scary. So it's like that right level of scary, but the right level of comedy. I grew to love all the characters really, really quickly. The trailers did a horrible service for selling this movie because they did not explain these characters at all. They took like the most extreme moments of any of them and just out of context showed them to you, and they are really grounded and believable and likable. And the story, it just had a good flow. The effects were good. The use of other than that Fallout Boy version of the song, which they barely used, the music is incredible. We'll talk a lot about that in the spoilers because I'm gonna go try and get the score and the soundtrack. Yeah, man, and it's not as much, I guess structurally, to a point, it is still kind of a remake of the first one. It hits a lot of those same beats for the most part, not completely, but it's nowhere near as much of a remake as the trailers started having you believe either. Like, it really does kind of go in its own direction. The cameos are heartwarming and kind of awesome, although I do want to say that's maybe my one complaint. And I think I can say this without being spoilery. It's not a complaint because I liked these cameos, but I feel like they actually could have given us the exact same movie and actually made it a continuation by having those cameos be played a little bit differently. And we'll talk more about that in spoilers. Yeah, I'm going. I know you actually had something you wanted to say, so say it, please. Let me catch a breath.
Now, I was one of those people who I liked Ghostbusters. I wasn't a mega fan, and when they told me this version's coming out, I'm like, okay, well, give it a shot. Let it be its own thing. Whereas everybody's going like, it's going to be terrible, and everything's just like, just give it a chance to do its thing. And so it was so much fun just constantly like looking over at him, and he's like a huge grin on his face.
I really did from start to finish. I really did. It's great. And even some of like the horrible things I'd heard about it or whatever weren't the way they were portrayed. Again, I can't talk about it here. I'll talk about it in the spoilers, but it was so good. It was just so good and everything. And I'm ready for part 2. And there's like, I don't even know how to tell you. There's definitely an end after credit scene, but there's also like multiple mid-credit scenes.
Yes.
Like, they're cutting into scenes all through the mid-credits, so you got to stay through the whole thing. And even like the background imagery during the credits is fantastic.
Yeah, it's one of the better credits
Yeah, like I
I've seen it in a long time.
I actually didn't really get to read any of the credits because I was so busy watching all the cool stuff.
Most of it was a massive cutscene from the movie.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that in the spoilers.
Yeah.
But and that is one thing that I'm glad was cut, because if had that been in the movie, it would have been a little weird. But yeah, dude, it's so good. Like, it's really good. And again, that's what I said. It's like the trailers, everything I've heard, everything, like, it looks like it's gonna be a train wreck. Maybe I'll get 1% of enjoyment, and that's what. But I thought, let me go see it, because don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a movie by its trailer sometimes. And again, apparently Paul Feig has this like curse of terrible trailers to his films being awesome. So I gotta go watch the ones I haven't seen now. But yeah, like, I mean, I even fucking like, I love Melissa McCarthy. And again, the trailers did a terrible job with Leslie Jones and Patty, because they showed you like all she does is yell, and I'm like, she did that in 2 scenes, and those were the 2 scenes that were in the trailer. You know, and she's believable, and it's believable how they all came together, and the effects are great.
And, yeah, Patty was actually useful.
Yeah, and it worked. It didn't feel too forced.
It's like, it wasn't like Winslow in the first 2 movies.
Right, who was just kind of there. She had a bit more to do. Yeah, she definitely did. And even, you know, if you saw my unboxing of the Loot Crate thing, and I was complaining about the pen being the new Ecto one.
Choking on that crow?
Yeah, pretty much. Because of the siren and everything. No, I'm over that. Like, I actually really dig the new Ecto one. And I'm excited about it. Really happy I wore this shirt, because I'm all like nerding out now, totally geeking out about it. Really happy I got that crate, because I like that crate a lot more now that I've seen the movie. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in. That was an awesome crate. Wow. Yeah, I mean, look, it's good. I don't know what to tell you. It's really good. I mean, like, don't let me oversell it to you, but give it a chance. That's all I'm saying. Just go in, open-minded, give it a chance. Holtzman is fucking awesome.
Yes, she is.
She is the show stealer. Her and, of course, Chris Hemsworth, which is no surprise, because he's fucking hysterical.
I actually have mixed feelings on him, but we'll talk about that in spoilers.
Yeah, I could see where could be some mixed feelings, but yeah, we'll get to that. But it's so good. It's so good. And there's the right amount of callbacks to the original, and some I'm really excited about, because again, I kept harping, like, why are these trailers trying to sell nostalgia when they're trying to make a movie for a new generation and they don't care about the old school fans? That's all bullshit. There's stuff for the old school fans in this movie, and it's logical. It's not like just crammed in, like shoehorned, like, oh, here's this. Maybe one of the cameos was a little shoehorned, but other than that, and we'll talk more about that in spoilers, but it was still a really fun cameo, even if it was kind of like, that one could have been dropped. All the other cameos perfectly played into the story, I thought. But it's so good. I mean, I just really loved it. So without going too long on the non-spoilers, because I'm anxious to talk spoilers for once, I'm like, let's get to the spoilers. So I think we're gonna get out of here, and that's all I can say is just give it a chance, man. Just go in open-minded and give it a chance. And I had a blast with it. I can't wait to see it again. I want part 2. I'll talk about it in spoilers, but I heard a rumor about what the plan was for 1, 2, and 3 and stuff, and so far they did what they said they were gonna do in 1, so I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get the plan for 2 and 3. So don't politicize the movie, just go enjoy it.
Yep.
Other than that, no spoilers in the comments, please. Okay, if you saw it, let's not talk spoilers here. You can tell me if you're gonna see it, if maybe my enthusiasm changed your mind, you might give it a chance. That kind of stuff you can comment. But if you want to talk spoilers, go over to the spoiler video and do it there, please. Thank you. Other than that, thumbs up of encouragement is always a wonderful, encouraging thing to get. Subscribe if you're new here. We do all kinds of nerdy, geeky stuff every day, like choreographed finger pointing, and share with your friends so they can enjoy our awesome choreographed hand gestures together. Other than that, Patreon link is down in the description below. Check that out. You might like what you find there. There's going to be some cool after the unboxing stuff from my Ghostbusters Loot Crate. And you know what? Hey, maybe I'll even shoot opening these badass toys. So yeah, guys, we're going to get out of here and shoot our spoiler video, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And until then, we'll see you guys later.